Hi, this is Joan Pratt with RE/MAX Professionals. Thank you for watching my video blog. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 questions I get from buyers in this really hot market. But before we do, I'd like to point out 2 little buttons here. The first one is instant valuation. The second one is search homes. And this will allow you to search all homes in the state of Colorado. The number 1 question I'm asked by buyers is, how much do I need to put down on a home? If you are eligible for VA benefits, that is going to be your best bet in almost all cases. VA loans are amazing. They're 0% down, and their interest rates are really competitive. If you're not eligible for VA, I would suggest as low as a $500 down payment. There are local banks that offer community type loans with as little as $500 down. And certainly conventional loans are 3, 5, 10, 15, or 20% down loans or more. Also for investment properties, you could actually purchase an investment property in your IRA. We can talk about that too. The number 2 question I am asked by buyers is timing. And how long will it take me to actually find a house and purchase it in this market? So the answer to that kind of varies depending on your price range, but generally speaking, it takes between 30 and 45 days to find the perfect home. And it really, in this market, is the process of elimination, not selection. The actual closing and loan process takes 35 days from end to end. So if you had a lease coming up in July, you would really want to start looking for a home the beginning of May at the latest. Our number 4 question is, how do I stand out when there are multiple offers? I really believe that a big part of them losing out on their houses really goes back to the realtor and the way they wrote the contract. You really need to be creative and ethical in this market, but there are certain things that we can include in our contracts that will make the purchase look better to the seller, certain things that will make it not have to appraise higher. You're always pushing up against that appraisal floor. If you're purchasing a house for $200,000 and it only appraises for $195,000 and you're getting a loan on it, the bank will actually require you to bring that extra $5,000 to closing. So if we can write the contract in a way that does not affect the appraisal price, but still nets the seller $200,000, then that is less money that you could potentially be bringing to closing. Our number 3 question is, how much can rising interest rates affect my buying power? If we use the example of a $200,000 house with a 20% down payment, that has you putting $40,000 of your own cash down and getting a loan for $160,000. At today's interest rates of 4%, the payment on that is $763 a month. Now, if we jump up that interest rate to 5% instead of 4%, the payment on that is $858 a month. That's a difference of $95 a month. Now, $95 a month might not seem like that much, but when you transition that $95 a month into actual buying power, that's the equivalent of a $20,000 more house or condo that you could purchase. The number 5 most asked question from buyers is, am I buying at the top of the market? It's really important to consider all factors when you're asking yourself this question. So there are just so many more things to consider. The first is, when you get a loan and you purchase a home, you have a fixed housing bill for the next 30 years. You don't have to worry about rent increases. You do not have to worry about interest rate increases. And you have a very solid, steady monthly payment. You can pretty much figure that purchasing a home would be cheaper than rent. And rent is volatile. It rarely goes down and usually goes up 2 to 3% every other year. In addition to this, you have the tax write-offs that you receive as a homeowner on the interest that you pay on your home loan. The other cool factor is every single month you're actually paying down the principal amount on your loan. If you wait to purchase a home and interest rates go up, you have less buying power in the future when home prices are projected to increase. I hope you enjoyed hearing our top 5 questions from buyers in today's market. If you have any questions about this topic or ideas for future topics, please reach out to us. Make it a great day.